Hello, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to some more Expeditions Viking. So hopefully you're seeing this episode back to back with the previous one, trying to cram a whole bunch of recordings in, both to give us all a head start on the story, and also because there's a lot going on in this game, and I really need to get a better handle on our surroundings and the many tools available to us. So let's continue on our way. We just beat up this big guy, whose name I've already forgotten, Gunnar, and took him captive and beat up his guys and took their stuff, and now we're going to go check on Astrid and Rurik and make sure that they actually didn't hurt them. Ah, good. Hello. Rurik cracks the door open, holding a knife behind his back. Seeing your face, he steps away from the door to let you in. You're alive! Your mother grasps both your arms as though to make sure they're still firmly attached. And you're in one piece. Oh, thank the spirits. So you two are both okay? We're fine. 2 of these brutes came in here and pilfered the silverware, but they didn't harm us. Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't show any resistance, because they were kinda dicks. Rurik shakes his head and sighs deeply. If I were more like you, I could have stopped them. On your own, dude, I don't think so. Your mother puts a hand on Rurik's shoulder, and he places his hand on hers. Don't trouble yourself. Tell me, what happened outside? Is everyone safe? Yep, we beat the raiders and captured their leader. Astrid pulls you into a warm embrace. I'm so proud of you. You truly are your father's son. It's kind of redundant, isn't it? Okay. Something is amiss. Why were the beacons not lit in warning? And the timing is so very convenient for our enemies. Nefsha says, perhaps we should talk to the giant now that he's at our mercy. He led them here. He must be able to tell us why. And see that you do find out. I have Rurik here to help me clean up the mess. Oh, and see what you find out. Okay. Yeah, the plot thickens. I definitely smell a snake here. Okay, let's take a look here quick. So we've got 18 skill points. Do we want to spend anything, or... Oops. Oh, okay. This is new. This screen allows you to schedule upgrades for your homestead. Okay. Some upgrades have multiple paths that are exclusive. The first time you upgrade, you have to choose between a mead hall and a stronghold. Okay. These icons show prosperity and power. Homesteads provide bonuses to one of the other. Some decisions you make in the story will modify those. Okay. Prosperity and power will eventually influence how the game ends, so choose wisely. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll take a look at these. I don't seem to have the ability to do anything here. Or do I? Okay, well, let's leave that for just a moment. Okay, do I level up my other... Oh, yeah. Okay, let's level these guys up. Okay, cool. So, Kettle, so we're going to stay ranged with you. I think that's a good plan here. Oh, that's irritating. Oh, there we go. So you'd be getting accuracy and damage increased by 30. Nice. Very nice. Okay, let's put another level into that. I'm not going to spend all these right away because I'm not totally sure what it is I'm doing. Okay, and Ashley, if you are kind of not doing super great, what are you using for equipment? You have a sword and shield and a willow bow. Okay. Well, if you're going to use swords, I'd like to put some points into it. Some more points into it. Let's see here. Yeah, let's put another point into this. Let's just put a point into all our primary weapons, I think. Death blow. Wait, that's knife. Wait, what? I thought she was doing spears. We'll do spears anyway. Spears are cool. Smack! Good name. Alright. Good. Okay, so now I've got 1 point into everyone's primary weapons. Let's see here. If I put another point in shield, that increases block. I've already got 3 points in axes, so I'm not going to sweat that right at the moment. What should I do here? Oh yeah, war cries would be kind of cool. I don't know what those are. Let's see here. Tears favor. DR plus 20. Centered. Base melee by 20. Oh wow, these are really good. Okay, alternatively, leadership. would give all allies one more hex of movement for that turn. Oh, that's interesting. And then Inspire, also cool. Alright. And tactical move, yep, we've seen that. Taunt, yep. Witchcraft. So we need to, that'll give us the chance to make medicine. Oh, okay. Do we have any, so we don't have anyone that can make medicine. And poison, dust, blows dust into the faces of anyone. I like that quite a bit. Talon. Interesting. And hypnotize. Okay, that's weird. And then I got some tips on this stuff, and apparently I need to get a couple points into healing to be able to pull people back up during combat. So that's good to know. Passive skills, utility skills. Is this where healing and stuff would be? Okay, well, I'll take a closer look at this in a little bit. So, okay, so let's go figure out what's going on here. One attack is coincidence. Okay, let's go interrogate him. Gunner the Peaceful. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. Someone has tied Gunner to a pole in the middle of an animal pen. He must have been standing in the mud for at least 3 hours, yet he stands straight and looks you in the eye when you approach him. Let's be a dick. Had a nice night? I've had less charming bedmates. Nice. The huge man pauses for a moment to adjust his weight against the pole. We didn't have a chance to get properly introduced. I am called Gunner the Peaceful. I'm from the Vestfold in the north. I assume that you're the Thane of this village? I am indeed. Tell me, Deco, why am I still alive? So what exactly is an Alfheim, anyway? We're the chosen warriors of Odin. We go into battle with no coat of armor. Instead, we wear wolf pelts and become as mad as beasts. Yeah, well, you seem pretty honored to be under his protection. Guided by the wrath of the Allfather, I've slain many men. Neither fire nor iron has any effect on me. It's a powerful pact. Okay. So... yeah. So I can offer you a way out of this, depending on how you answer my next question. I will make my words count then. Why did you attack my village? Your defenses are weak. No palisades. The barest excuse for earthworks. You're a tempting target. And how was it that the beacons weren't lit? Perhaps the watchmen were doing a shit job of keeping watch. In their defense, we were being very quiet. So you want me to believe that you sailed down here just to steal my mother's jewelry? The giant shrugs, emotion not unlike an oak bending in a gale. Your village lies along a major trade route. I assumed you'd be wealthy. Okay, so what's your relationship to school? His expression remains totally blank. Never heard of the man. Is he some kind of big deal down here? As you know, I'm not exactly from these parts. Okay. Hard. That doesn't seem encouraging. The higher chance of success, the higher sense. Okay. Let's take a stab at this. Enough playing around. Here's what I believe happened. You explain your theory of how and why Gunner's group came to set their sights on the village, but as you listen to your own words, you realize how weak it all sounds. Gunner seems completely unimpressed as well, snorting derisively at several points throughout. In the end, you're left feeling somewhat deflated, and your prisoner fixes you with a blank stare. You speak not a single word of sense. Ha! I simply came to hear about your village from a traveling merchant, that's all. I have nothing more to add. Look, I know you're lying, so I'll make you an offer. Reveal who sent you here, and I'll let you go free. He regards you through squinted eyes. You swear it. What is such an oath worth to me? Then he nods. Well, all right. I accept your offer. Yeah, I'm at school in... somewhere else, and he swore your village was a worthwhile target. Wealthier than the painted ones and far less fierce. He was either lying or mistaken. Okay, where is this place? A smile creeps across Gunnar's lips, and he leans forward slightly. You've heard stories of the islands to the west across the sea? These are the northernmost of these islands. Many Northmen have come to take land from the tribes that live there. There are stories of a great kingdom to the south, with great concentrations of wealth and little in the way of defenses. We never made it that far south. Perhaps I'll return to those islands and explore it further in the future. The Painted Ones? Who's that? They're the tribes that live in the north on the isles across the sea. They're called the Picts. Their weapons are poor, and their homes are primitive by our standards, but they fight fiercely and live in harsh conditions. All in all, they're not a worthwhile target for raids, but their lands are fertile, and so far we've been able to keep them in check. Okay, let me discuss these findings quick with my confidant. We'll talk again momentarily. Don't forget your oath. I'll be waiting my release. Ah, funny. Okay. So, discuss it with my people. Okay, where are they? Over here. I should have seen the connection, says Kettle. Yeah. School mentioned his ties to Kaupang at the feast, and there's a group of Northmen attacking us out of the blue. Kettle asks, what does he stand to gain from this? So, I think there's two ways here. He's either intending to weaken us, or we jump to action. Frankly, I think he's intending this to weaken us. You really believe he's been to the Isles across the sea? And Gunnar as well? Edel says, well, he could be. He said they crossed far to the north and found only tribes. But if the stories of larger kingdoms to the south are true, perhaps that's where Fridger went. Alright. Okay. We don't want to get carried away. Or, do we get carried away? Or, does none of this matter? Okay, so I don't know whether or not this is true, but primary focus here is going to be on making sure that our own home base here is properly set up. Nefsha says, we should take this to Astrid and see what she thinks. Alright, she knows school a lot better than we do. Okay, let's go head back. I'm interested to, explore the world and kill people and take their stuff. But none of that is any good if you don't have someplace to return to and spend your stuff. Did the man talk? What did you find out? Let's see here. I don't know if he's been across the island, so let's not fret over that. So, school is behind this. He's been working against us for months. School is the cause? Then it's worse than I thought. How? Nefja says, the Northmen have started settling in the isles across the sea. School met the raiders there and convinced them that we were easy pickings. And we were. The raid was our own fault. Our defenses are inadequate. Yeah, thanks, Asleaf. We'll deal with that later. If school is acting against us, do you know what that means? Let's see here. Okay, so this is the king, right? That we mentioned in the first episode? Yeah. Okay, so he's going to try to get control of our clan from Sigurd at the next Althing, which I assume is some big political meet. That must be his ultimate plan, yes. That gives him almost a year to weaken us further in the eyes of the king, and nobody will help us against him. As she speaks, Astrid counts on her fingers. Let's see, he holds great favor with the king, so we can expect no political protection. Further, Jelling is a large territory with many fine warriors, so we can't possibly face him in battle. Third, he all but controls trade with Kaupang, a route so profitable as to rival the trade from Saxony through Ribe. Well, we have almost a year to the next Althing. There must be something we can do. Why resist? Stupid. Across the seas and plunder that coast? Maybe. Maybe. Seek political allies elsewhere. Maybe. We need to build our own trade routes. Look at the isles across the sea. That is a good idea. Well, that doesn't feel Viking-ish. Building trade routes? Okay, so this is just a dialogue option. The conversation will return here afterwards. Okay, so why resist? We're already subjects to the king. School will just be another link in the chain that binds us. Don't talk like that. Sigurd only asks that we maintain a warship and a crew, and he collects no taxes, and he doesn't interfere with our affairs. Do you really think school would be so magnanimous? Alright, yeah, let's cross the sea and plunder a bunch of stuff. Everyone stops to consider the implications. Dark looks are exchanged, heavy with doubts and worry, but nobody appears to be able to come up with a compelling alternative. Finally, your mother sighs. I see no other option. Your first act as Thane will be to leave your clan just as your father? Nefter rolls his eyes so hard at Asleaf you can almost hear them strain in her sockets. Do you have anything to contribute other than more complaints? Do you have any rebuttal to offer better than nuh-uh? Kettle says, I know you're sworn to serve Deco, but if you're so afraid to leave, I'm sure you can convince Thane to let you stay. Asleaf crosses his arms and shifts his weight impatiently. I'll follow if so ordered. In fact, I'll be glad to go. However, our duties lie here with the clan. Don't worry, dude, I agree with you. Nefja points out there won't be a clan much longer if we don't do something to counter school. Think of the glory we might find across the sea, the treasure, the battles! Yes, I agree, the Skalds will sing of our deeds for years to come. I only hope they'll be songs of inspiration and not of caution. Then, we must begin to make preparations immediately. We have 2 months until spring. We'll need a new ship and a real herd to crew it. Is that really herd? Your Hurskals alone won't be enough. And we need cargo to trade. There is that. If trade is what we're planning. Okay, so these are all conversation objects, right? Okay, so first we should talk to Torfin and see if he's up to the task of building a longship. If I know Torfin at all, he's been dreaming of such a task for a long time. Did my conversation options change? Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah, there's few fighting men left in the clan, and we have to leave some to protect the village. Maybe we should consider asking Gunnar to join us. Ah, it's an interesting thought. Are you mad? Or it's mad. No, it is mad, but it might not be such a bad idea. Kettle says, you saw him fight. We want a man like that on our side. But can we trust him? Well, he's a brute, but if he'll swear fealty, he'll be our brute. Considering his present situation, I'm sure he can be won over. So far, everyone I've come across has been reasonably honorable. So I'm going to continue to expect that that's the way people are going to behave, right up until I get stabbed in the back. So let's give him a chance, but we need more crew than him. You'll need a crew of at least 10 for a longship. Oh, this stuff keeps popping up here. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. Your aggressive followers have gained morale. Peaceful have lost morale. Conceited have lost morale. Oh, okay. I'll have to look and see who's what. Okay, you'll need a crew of at least 10 for a longship. If you'll take my advice on this, go to the market in Rebay and make your plans public. Many have heard of the stories of that bountiful coast. You should find no shortage of volunteers. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any trading yet. So, let's just step on with our plan here. I don't want to commit to either one of these. Then begin the preparations, my son. I'll start pulling some strings so we can learn about school's activities and plans. Hey, and I got a Chivo. Good for me. I hate to see you leave, but I know you'll do your father proud. Your brother and I will watch over the clan in your absence. Okay, excellent. So, let's take a look at my people here. Yeah, peaceful, cunning, greedy, and optimistic. Oh man, I'm never going to be able to take care of this. Okay. So as indifferent is -1, right? Okay. Yeah, -1. 0. You guys, back me up on this. Come on, right? Oops. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Let's take a quick look at our quest log. That's not the button I meant to hit. Quest log. Okay, so we need to talk to Torfin. Yep. Okay, recruit people, talk to Gunnar. Tomb Raider. Okay. Okay, let's go talk to Gunnar first. So this is tracks this quest? Okay. Okay, I see how that works. Alright, let's go talk to him quick. I mean, He didn't actually kill anyone. He actually kind of stood around and made sure that no one bugged the elderly mother and cowardly woman.
I want to join you.
Okay, the witch's apprentice. Okay, why do you wish to join us? Do I really need a reason? Yes. It's just time to leave, you know? I owe a lot to old Hilda, but I've learned all I can from her, and I still don't know enough. I hear it's a big world out there. How are we going to pronounce your name? Let's sit here. Roskva, I like that. It's going to be a dangerous trip. You'll be expected to contribute. Well, do you really think there's a small chance some of you might get hurt on this really dangerous trips? You know, these herbs aren't just for making people sick, right? So you've been trained as a healer, huh? Of course, that's what witches do, you know. Sure, welcome to the team. She smiles, and it's a proper smile for once, showing teeth and everything. Thank you. I'll find someone to take care of Hilda while we're gone. Sure. Alright. So what's your deal? As a babe, Roskva was left in a basket in the bog outside your homestead. To this day, no one knows who her parents were, or why they decided to leave her to the carrion birds. To Roskva's great fortune, the old witch Hilda, herself childless, found the newborn girl and decided to raise Roskva as her apprentice. Roskva's still young, but she's already wise to the uses of plants and the whims of spirits. The young witch is a deft and compassionate healer, but she has no qualms with deadly poisons and cruel curses. After a score of winters, first in the care of an old crone, and then caring for that crone in turn, Roskva is keen to leave the village and seek new knowledge in distant lands. Okay, seems legit. So you've got some points in sling and in knives. Okay. I should be paying attention to the bonuses. So low damage, high crit. Medium damage, very high crit. Okay, good. And you don't have any particular offensive skills. Support skills. Healing. Oh, okay. So this is what I was told about. So healing. Okay, so to revive, yeah, we have to get all the way up here. So that may be a while. But let's see, we've got 10 plus 20. Okay, that's good. And witchcraft. So she can make medicine. Okay. And she can make venom. And dust. Yeah, that's right, we came across that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cooking. Does anyone else have cooking? Huh. Well, good. And preserving converts meat into rations. Okay. Okay, is that something that I have? Do I have meats? Meat, 0. Okay. Well, let's talk to Gunnar. Seems like a peaceful fellow, you know? Gunnar's still where you left him. A hog is curiously sniffing his pants. Good to see you again. Have you decided what to do with me? I have an offer for you. I want you to join my hired. I accept. I didn't expect that to be so easy. Ha! Why would I reject such an offer? You showed remarkable prowess in defeating my men. I would love to fight by your side. Kettle cuts Gunnar's ropes. Well, we'll find you a place to stay. For now, we can at least get you out of this pig pen. The man stretches, squeezes his wrist to get the blood flowing again, and then holds out a huge hand to seal the deal. I swear before Odin to follow you wherever you ask and serve you with my life. Cool. Okay. Let's take a look at you. In the mountains of the north, there exists a cult of warriors who call themselves the Ulfhadar something. They're said to be Odin's special warriors, who wear little except the pelt of a wolf into battle, and become impervious to steel or fire. Gunnar, the giant with the wholly ironic byname of the Peaceful, claims to be one of these berserkers. Gunnar led a group of raiders from the northern trade hub, Kaupang, to the Isle of Orkney in the west, where he had the misfortune to meet Skool. Skool convinced Gunnar to mount a raid against your village. He may not be the most predictable Huskarl in your service, but one thing's certain, it's far better to have him on your side than against you. Seems legit. So what are we going to do with you? You seem like a two-handed sort of fellow. Or you're dual-wielding. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. I think we'll stick with dual-wield. I like that quite a bit. What else do you have? Nothing in particular. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so now let's chat with our smith, right? Let's take a look here. Which button is my quest log? I keep hitting the wrong one. The long ship. Okay, let's talk to Torfin. Where are you? Way over here. Alright, that's fine. Let's come have a chat. This is so exciting. God, you guys are slow. Torfin is in his shop, teaching one of the boys of the village the proper use of an adze. They appear to be working on an oar. As you enter the workshop, he holds up a hand in greeting. Good work, kid. Just keep at it like that until this side is done. I've got to talk to the Thane, but I'll be right back. He stretches his back and comes over to shake your hand with a wide smile. I believe I have you and your friends to thank for returning my wife's jewelry. What can I do to repay this debt of gratitude? So what are you working on right now? We have a ton of work now fixing and replacing all the things that were broken or stolen in the raid. Right now, I'm showing my apprentice here how to make a new oar for his father after the old man broke it across the back of a raider. Ha! That's funny. That's really funny. Did we suffer a lot of damage? Aye, seems those bastards managed to start a lot of fires and kick in quite a lot of doors. The blacksmith is working on some replacement locks, so I'll be busy installing new doors when he's done. I feel like a coward skipping over these names. I don't remember how I was pronouncing that. I'm sure you're not just here to check up on the repair work, though, are you? Frankly, I'm mounting an expedition, and I need a new longship, and you're the man for the job. He claps his hands together and flashes you a wide grin. Ho, my dear man, I have been waiting for you to come to me with this task since your father's ship went with them into the afterlife. My master built that ship when I was just a young boy. I've always dreamt of completing such a project myself. That was a glorious vessel in its day, fast and durable. But I think I can build on that design and suppress my old master. What kind of ship are you intending to make? It'll be a Snecka just like your father's ship, a thin warship with a shallow keel. I'll put in 24 rowing benches so there's room for both your hired and some thralls. Okay, good. Shallow keels let you operate in, well, shallow water. I helped build the boats once. That was fun. Okay, what do you need? Well, timber first and foremost. You'll need to choose a tree that I'll use to form the keel, the stem, and the hull. Our nearby forest has several grand old trees that would each make for a fine ship. If you want me to undertake this project, I'll meet you in the forest and help you choose a suitable tree. If I start immediately, I should be able to have your ship ready by late spring. Okay, so what kind of wood are you looking for? The carpenter strokes his beard. Let's see, oak's the most common. It's a heavy and durable timber that will make for an intimidating vessel. Elm is a little lighter and more flexible. It could be used to make a slightly broader ship to haul a lot of cargo. Or perhaps spruce would be a good choice. It's a lighter material that would produce a fast ship. I'll pick particular types of lumber for the different parts of the ship to ensure that every component is made with the best possible wood, but the principal material will have a great influence on the qualities of the finished vessel. Okay, so we're going to have the choice doing heavy raiding, a lot of trading, or whatever the trade-off is going to be for fast. Okay, anything else I should know about? We'll need sails sewn. I'll ask Daghide and her girls what they can do. I'll need some new tools. My master's tool set is worn by age and shamefully outdated. Torfin's attention seems to slip off into the distance. Her husband Kvelder should be happy to help me with that. I'll need to produce a steering oar, some kind of anchor. He notices your apprehensive look at the growing list of errands. This is nothing you need to worry about. I'll make all the arrangements. Alright, this sounds good. Can't wait to see what you'll do. Meet me in the forest near your uncle's house when you have time, and we'll pick out some timber and get started. Excellent. Okay. Sigurd walks up to you at a brisk pace and stops abruptly at a respectful distance. I've found something you may need to deal with. Alright, crap, what's going on? As she spends most of her days roaming the countryside, Sigurd tends to know what's happening in your lands better than anyone else. I've come across a group of travelers camping out in the forest. I can't tell if they're armed, so I thought I'd better stay clear for now. Okay, how many are there? I saw 4 in the camp, but there's too much baggage for just the 4 of them. I think they must be 6 or 7. Okay, what colors are they wearing? I assume we can tell their allegiance from that. All sorts. Nothing that identifies them as a fighting unit. Okay, personally, this sounds like something that could wait a few minutes, but given that we just got rolled, well, ish, I think that we need to take care of any potential problems. Quick smart here. Okay, yeah, let's deal with this at once. Sigrid lets out a shallow breath. She seems to have held in for a while, which condenses into a cold as a wispy cloud between you. Alright, we'll keep an eye on them until you get there. Sigrid checks the knife in her belt as she turns on the spot and strides away into the forest. Yeah. Okay, so mostly what we're going to need to do... I don't care if they're doing that, but if they're just traveling, but anyone on our borders are really suspicious at this point. A motley herd. Okay. We will go get some free stuff. Find the forest camp. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll make a decision about that. I'm also going to spend about 10-15 minutes here carefully picking through the info and deciding if I want to mess with any of that. And to spare you the boredom, I will do that off camera. So, when we return, we'll decide if we're going to go start our ship or kill people in the woods. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.